We're an industry built around talent. Like the whole industry is just, it serves that purpose. What are you seeing with the influx of, remote work? That's been a thing for 5 years now. And now we're dealing with all kinds of companies trying to deal with AI and everything that means. What does the balance look like now between, local and, regional or national, international hiring? Like what are people thinking?
Well, there's a lot of questions in there, right? Is that,
Yeah.
because there's the whole remote work versus in office, which a lot of people have talked about, but to be honest with you, it's evolving so much constantly. It is it's a constantly evolving dynamic. I mean, we saw so many companies at the very beginning of this year come out with return to office
Hmm.
mandates,
Yep.
right?
Right.
Amazon did it, Walmart did it, so many large employers did it. As those mandates, as those large dominoes fall, other smaller dominoes begin to fall as well. And I think that when we look at, from the managed relocation industry standpoint, I think it's crucial to have that our clients are in office, or else why relocate them anywhere?
Hmm.
But I also think, as someone who runs a company, and Jose, I mean, I think you agree, but it's just so much more of a dynamic work environment when you have people who are in the office with you, that you can collaborate. I mean, Jose was
Yeah.
talking about last night, we're sitting around a table till midnight
Sure.
doing a presentation, and we're putting our heads together, and it's moving at the
Conversation. Yeah.
conversation,
Yep.
right? Not the speed of email,
Hmm.
not this, and that's a very different speed. And so I think, I think when I think about the ramp up time, when I think about the training time, we just onboarded two recruiters in our organization, and the person who's training them started as a remote employee, and it took her 2 to 3 months to make her first placement. Well, the on-site person made their first placement in a month, or got the first offer in a month, I should say. And I think some of that has to also do with the training curve, right? Because now she's sitting with these trainees literally at the same table every day,
Mm.
Mhm.
and so there's just so much opportunity for feedback, so much opportunity for coaching, so much opportunity for collaboration, so much, hey, what do you think about this? Okay. Hey, what do you
Mhm.
think about this? Right. And it's like we're constantly tweaking and iterating. I mean, that amount of feedback could have taken 2 weeks.
One of the things that I think that like we underestimate is, we kind of have this idea that like there are creative people in the world, and there are really creative people out there. But I think we underestimate where most of the creativity actually comes from, you know, like we are creative together.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
we're not creating the whole process, but maybe you're getting a piece, you're getting a piece,
exactly.
put it all together.
It's the convergence of us, together. Like, I feel like I'm a creative person, right? But I'm nowhere near as creative as I am when I'm working with my team, right? Like, and they'll tell you, and they're probably annoyed by it, but like I bug them all the time just to have conversations so I can think things through.
yes.
And without, yeah, talk things through. And that's how I think. And so, like, without them, though, I'm just Zach, and I can't, we can't move forward with the same kind of velocity, with the same kind of energy without having that together. And so, like, that's what I think that in talent management, they may say, oh, we really need a visionary or creative thinker or stuff like that. But they might be missing the boat, because if you're not thinking about it in terms of a team dynamic, then you may be letting your creativity die on the vine.
Great example. Operations manager, Kelly. She just moved to Seattle because she wanted to be in the office. And I tell you, having her in the office is amazing. I mean, we can communicate and get things done. We can get problem solved, shipments moving. We can have these conversations on strategy, and we're not have to pick up the phone. I don't have to jump on a Zoom. You're like there. She can walk in my office. I can walk in her office, and we're getting things done. It's moving. We've got some reluctance from some of the employees to come back in the office, but that's going to eventually be changing, because face to face, just like right now, getting out, like I was telling Ben, I can't win new business sitting in Seattle. You got to get out in front of these people and face to face. And how are they going to get to know me,
Right.
trust in me, if I'm not there to have these conversations with them? So I think, Kelly, I can't thank her enough for making that move, making that leap of faith to come out to Seattle. But it has been amazing to have her, and I'm pretty sure she's happy being in the office. We get to have some great conversations, you know. But like you said, we had some accounts that was working remote before they was forced back in on the government side. You couldn't even get a meeting. Okay, I know you're working from home. I'll meet you at a restaurant. No, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get dressed. That means I got to comb my hair.
Yeah, this can't be us. This
No.
can't be
Yeah.
our highest selves, you know, our best form, you know. And you know, and it's not gonna be for everybody.
But you know what I do love? You know, Hosea talked about, you know, relocating Kelly. I relocated Jillian on our team from Connecticut. We've seen some of our clients who are in the space that we recruit for who are actually relocating talent. And I used to always joke that the reload don't reload. We don't eat our own dog food in this industry. And what does that tell us about how we believe in our own value proposition? But I've seen that starting to change. And I think that's probably the biggest endorsement for me in the relocation process is when relocation companies are starting to actually not only espouse it, but actually put their money where their mouth is and invest in it, because that's what people really believe. You know, don't listen to what people say. You know, watch what they buy and look at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and these stories, I think, are starting to become the overwhelming narrative right now, and that is very encouraging to me.